Aloha, I'm Matthew Limtiaco, Curriculum Coordinator for the Navigating Change curriculum, and we're here in Waikiki with Ann Bell from U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Thanks for coming, Ann.
Yeah, it's good to be here, Matt. You know, you and I recently visited this really special place called Midway Atoll in the new Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument.
And I remember there were just tons of different kinds of seabirds there, all kinds of sea life. But the one thing I'll never forget are all the albatross. There were so many of them.
Yeah, it's amazing. In the fall, late fall time of year, Midway Atoll National Wildlife Refuge hosts one of the world's largest lace-in albatross colony. And they come from miles around to find their mate on Midway Atoll, some from the previous year before, because these birds mate for life. They build a nest, they rear a single chick, and for the next 6 months, both of those parents are very busy feeding that one single chick.
Now they're young, they're called fledglings, when they're actually just about to fly. Before they do that though, they have to give up this massive stuff called a bolus. Can you tell me a little bit about what that is?
Well, with both parents feeding this chick for six and a half months, what happens is you have a collection of all the stuff that its body cannot process. It's all the stuff that's indigestible. So what happens after about 6-7 months, when it gets ready to figure out how to learn how to fly out into the open ocean, it has to literally offload all this excess weight.
Well, let's take a look at a class from Kamilawiki Elementary. Miss Abbott's class did a Bolus Examination just recently, and you can check that out right now.
Before starting the experiment, make sure that your work area is prepared. Have enough latex gloves for everyone participating, and you might use chopsticks to help break up the bolus. You can use an aluminum bin to help categorize different material that comes out of the bolus. As with any lab examination, it's always a good idea to wear protective eyewear at all times. And if you have a navigating change folder, have it out. Make sure that you have your activity worksheet inside so that you can take notes as you go through your examination. Before you start, make sure everyone's put on their gloves.
What kinds of things are you noticing so far?
Plastic,
Fishnets and plastic?
Plastic.
Should those things be in there?
No. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. Wow. So many beaks in mine. Cool. Squid beak. That's weird.
You're going to find different things inside the bolus. Some of them are natural, and some of them you'll find are not natural.
Flatten out all of the pieces. Think of this as a big hairball, and you want to pull it apart with your hands first. Then you can take the toothpicks, chopsticks, and then one in each hand, and then just separate them apart like that. That is so cool.
This thing is so sharp.
Once you've identified some distinct groups, go ahead and label your aluminum tray with some of the titles for those groups. Then you can start placing those objects inside the tray.
Point to the parts you consider something that would be in the diet of a healthy albatross.
Those two.
Is that the majority of what you found? Of all the groups, you have the most netting fishing line material.
Well, we probably have the most.
And probably the most plastic as well.
We even found rubber.
Make sure you take some time at the end of your examination to check out other boluses. What kinds of things did other groups find inside their bolus? Please pitch in at the end of the examination and help clean up the class. Use soap and water to make sure your hands are thoroughly cleaned.
Miss Abbott's class really found a lot of stuff that really shouldn't be in a seabird.
Yeah, marine debris and plastics in particular are a huge problem, and it's up to each and every one of us to help find a solution.
So see what you can do in your class to find some solutions to this problem. Use the Navigating Change curriculum to guide you.